Lesson 24.
Bruder.
Okay, Lisa, we have a couple of things to talk about here about pronunciation. First of all, we have an R sound near the beginning of the word, and then we have a slightly different pronunciation in the plural form with the umlaut. Could you take us through this and talk to us about it a little bit?
To be exact, we actually have two R sounds. The one right after the B, which is farther in the back, and then we have the open R at the end. So I'll say it one more time. Bruder.
So this is a good word for practicing the R sound, right? Because it contains both kinds. You get the gurgling R sound at the beginning and the open R at the end.
Yes. And then when you move on to the plural form, you will see that the U gets the two dots. It is an umlaut now. And therefore, the U moves much further into the front of the mouth. So you can try to pronounce the U sound by starting off with an E again and then rounding your lips. U. Brüder.
So when you pronounce the U with an umlaut, you'll raise your tongue to the roof of your mouth as if you're going to say E. So that's the tongue position, is the tongue is high in the mouth, but then you'll round your lips. And when you do that, you get E.
Yes.
E. Let me see if I can pronounce it correctly. Brüder.
That was very close.
Very
Brüder.
close.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be tricky. Very, very tricky. So be patient with yourself in training this sound.
So for our listeners, I want to say that this is the kind of sound that we don't have in English. And so you're going to have to be a little bit adventurous here. You're going to have to experiment with making the inside of your mouth pronounce an E while the outside of your mouth pronounces an O, okay? You're going to have to experiment with creating this sound that you're not accustomed to. And if you play with it a little while, practice with it, you're going to get a much more authentic German pronunciation. So the message I want to get across is don't settle for making the wrong sounds as you study German. Try to really dig in and experiment and make the right sounds.